Yep. So that's me hanging out with Aaron Paul.
So
Yeah,
now
it's you.
you've done a few things, you know, on show and on TV. So we're gonna play a few clips for you, right? You appear in many shows and drama in Singapore. So we're gonna
Yep.
show some of our audience what you have been through, and you will narrate to us what it is, right? So let's go. Number one. This is the first one. Tell us about this.
This is City. This is where the Emperor is the last verse. I mean, this is right at the end of the first act, where she's like pushed into a corner and she has to go and put her son on the throne. This is at the Esplanade in Singapore in 2017. So this is my first song in that show. And this is where you meet her for the first time and she's expressing her dreams.
This is you acting as 慈禧太后, right? 慈禧.
Yeah.
Where,
And she
where,
was a concubine before she became the empress.
the most powerful woman in
Yes.
Asia.
Empress of China.
Yeah. So you were doing this for how many months and how long was this show running for in Singapore?
The show ran for 3 weeks, I think, and we rehearsed for 1 month before that.
So are they doing a rerun of that show again? This
No, maybe in 10 years' time.
So I'm gonna put on the volume a bit so that the audience can listen to you sing.
Of broken dreams, all in the past. This is my only chance. Love, make me a part of someone who knows me. They've painted my face, they've chosen my past, they've nurtured my pride in the role that they've cast. But inside there's a place that nobody knows. This is my only chance. Love, open my heart. Years of broken dreams, all in the past. This is my only chance. Love, make me a part of someone.
I think this is the role that people in Singapore know me best from. Even though television became a thing after I started doing TV kind of just before this show.
You
And
know,
TV has a wider audience, but people still remember me most from this.
you have an amazing voice, Cheryl. It's really good.
Asking questions! Do you know this? Do you know that? Why did you do
What was
this?
this, Cheryl?
Blah, 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 blah.
This is Derek season 2. It's probably my most liked TV role, where I play a criminal psychologist. Well, she's a state psychologist and she's talking to a serial killer.
Was it fun doing all this drama? I mean, was it tired? You know, I heard a lot of people say it's crazy tired.
Yeah, TV is very tiring. The hours are very long.
Just yes or
14
no?
hours. 12 to 14 hours.
14 hours of
Have any
shooting.
contact with Leong Lili after Serenity Lane?
Oh, that's crazy, right? How long does the season goes for? How long does the shooting goes on?
Fine.
Usually you take about 4 days to shoot 1 hour of content.
I'll tell you.
Oh my God, 4 days to shoot 1 hour of content,
What
and
do
I
you
thought
mean?
doing Facebook Live is hard.
The same.
Yeah, there are different locations, there are different...
Excuse me, this lady is not your get out of jail
Because-
free
I
card.
know who killed Leong Lili.
So, but the editing takes another 5 to 7 days, right? Probably.
I don't know how long it takes to edit one thing actually. I know that they spend quite a long time in post, so it's usually months. Because they have a lot to because you have a lot to go from.
Say hi
Yeah,
to
the
Esther.
costumes are great. Yeah.
Say hi to Esther.
Hey Esther, thank you. Thank you for tuning in and
Journalistic
commenting.
integrity.
So what is
I
this?
have to know for sure. So tell me.
So what is this?
This is the
This is
guy.
Paddles Up. This is a
Is this
Dragon
where you
Boat
take your pills?
University drama, and I'm playing a plucky
This is where I
student
take my
reporter.
clothes off.
Wow, you get to hang out with all the hunks, right?
Go away.
Yeah,
This is the men's
I
room.
had a lot of shirtless guys.
He slowed
This-
down in the race just now. You saw it
This
too,
is
right?
probably my favorite TV
Get out.
project because the character is so funny.
Manhood's fine. Manhood's fine.
Let me say hi again.
She's not wrong.
Thank you, Betty. Oh, Auntie Betty. Yes, I think she's my parents' friend.
Villain
So-
just
This is Juliet.
killed
This is
my
Juliet.
cousin.
That's Joe Kukatas,
That villain
famous
cousin
Malaysian actor
killed
also.
My husband. My husband.
This is like the
lives
norm,
and
the,
Tybalt would have
the
slain,
modern
and
part of
Tybalt's
Juliet. It's
dead
not the
and would have slain my
it's not the
husband.
Romeo and Juliet. This is a
All this is
what do you call this? A
comfort.
reinvented kind of.
Yeah, it's a sort of
By then,
the Hong Kong triad-y kind of setting, something like that.
somewhere
Okay.
there was
So
Yeah, that's the most difficult role I've ever done.
now we're gonna show a little bit of your singing capability here. So let's listen to Cheryl.
No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming.
a whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But now I'm way up here, it's crystal clear, and now I'm in a whole new world with
Now
you.
I'm in a whole world.
Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new
Don't you dare close your
world,
eyes.
100,000
Hold your breath,
things
it
to
gets
see.
better.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. Every turn is surprise.
Alright.
Every moment's red letter. I'll chase them anywhere. There's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world.
A whole new world.
That's where we'll be.
That's where we'll be.
A thrilling
A
chase.
wondrous place for you and
I must say, Cheryl, that was amazing. You know,
Thank you.
I particularly enjoyed the whole new world, the narration by you. It is so clear. You know, you portray that youthful, forward-looking, and hopeful Princess Jasmine so much.
Thank you, thank you. Oh gosh,
You know,
sorry.
I thought,
And my duet partner,
yeah,
that,
who is your
that
duet
guy,
partner? Who is the guy?
Yeah, Aaron Teo, he was recently on a world tour of The King and I,
Ah,
playing Prince Chulalongkorn. He's the second Malaysian to play that role. So, you know, he was working with like proper West End performers and being a professional in London. Like, yeah, so he's a super cool guy. He's a childhood friend of mine.
okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So let's
Yeah.
go to the second clip. This one shows a little bit different from what you did. This is
Melissa. It's very rare.
This
Cheryl
is the
Tan
award-winning
When I
role
approached her
that
to do Malay
you
related
got.
Penang Live,
This
she would
is
say yes.
the one
And
that
then
won
she's
you
like,
the both
"You know what,
Cameronian
I can do
Arts
this."
Award
I was like,
2020 for
"Whoa." Now
Best
I make the
Performing
show
in a
that
Leading
Cheryl
Role,
always brings this
the Malaya
amazingly
Relief, the
positive
Penang
vibe to
Riots.
her. So
Tell us a
she's
bit of
very
this.
eager and very, very open
Yeah,
to trying
so
things
this
all
is
the
a
time.
show
She is
that took
the
place
champion
at
in
GMBB
relationship.
KL. It takes place in like a little, like just like a shop, very small, 80 people. The show is about, it's a sort of historical fiction reimagining of what life might have been during like the 1880s in Penang when opium was like a big deal, and we sort of follow this woman while she deals with her lack of a husband and changing times with, like, sometimes they become very rich and then sometimes they just, like, they just became extremely poor because of opium. And I don't know, like weird life in Penang in the 1880s. It was really fun. This is a show that I took in KL. It's the first musical I've done that I performed in Kuala Lumpur in a very long time. And I did it because I wanted to be closer to my auntie who was suffering. She was battling cancer at the time, and she actually passed away on the weekend of the show itself, which was quite difficult. But the people in the show were very lovely and very supportive, and completely unexpectedly, I also won an award. My first Cameronian Art Award and my first acting award win. So that's really exciting. I'm very like, wow, cool about that.
I'm so sorry to hear about that, your auntie. You know, my
Yeah,
condolence to you.
yeah, miss you very
So
much.
tell us about the feeling of winning that Bo Cameronian. It is like one of the biggest arts award, right, in KL in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's quite cool. Yeah, my first experience with the Cameronian Arts Awards was, back in 2004, I want to say, because the Young KL Singers, who I was a part of, we got nominated for like Audience Choice Awards or something. Hi, Wei Feng. Uh, if you have any questions, hi Marilyn, like, type them in if you want to. Yeah, and at that time in 2004, the Cameronian Arts Awards was still like grand, like really intense Mandarin Oriental, like after parties, wine and food, and like it was really, really crazy. And I always thought like, wow, this is so cool. I would love to, I would love to win an award one day. And um, I was nominated for Forbidden City for the Live Theatre Awards, and I didn't win. And I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. And they people train you to sort of like not care too much about awards because it's not the true work at the end of the day. It's just like some recognition, right? And you don't. It's based on people's opinions, so it's very subjective, but it still feels really good.
Of course, it should feel very good, you know. You did so well coming back, and then in the short 5-6 years, you have done so many things, so many theaters, so many shows, dramas, and all that. And then you landed in a role in Westworld, a HBO series. It is like it is like the second biggest kind of thing after Thrones, Games of
Yeah,
Thrones, right? That's the
Yeah.
second biggest. Now, if you guys are HBO buffs, you should know Westworld. So let us play a clip on Westworld where Cheryl actually plays a part in this.
Yep. So that's me hanging out with Aaron Paul.
Now, what was the feeling of playing in such a big production? Was there a difference between HBO production and what you have done in MediaCorp in Singapore?
Yep. 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 Yeah, definitely a many $100,000 difference. Yeah, it was crazy. I got to meet Jonathan Nolan, who was the director. I got to work with him. He's the brother of Chris Nolan, who directed
okay.
Inception.
Who
Yeah.
directed
So
Inception? Okay.
yeah, so those people, and it was just crazy though. Honestly, they are so on top of their game. Their vision is so precise. Everybody is so good at what they do, and like in KL and Singapore, productions are more like people are just trying to save money as much as they can. So a lot of people are, kind of really, really tired all the time. Sometimes the expertise is like not quite there, and there's a lot of difficulty. So people don't manage to really fulfill their creative visions. But with a budget like HBO and people like Jonathan Nolan and Aaron Paul, who is a genius, complete genius and super nice guy, it's just really fulfilling to just see people really going 100% full out to create the best thing that they can create. And that was really just like such a great thing to be a part of. Yeah.
Say, Mahindran said another Malaysian who is doing us proud overseas.
Thank you.
Go,
Thank
Cheryl. So now you have done so well in life. You know, you have done since you graduated at 22, 23, then you came back and you have done so many things. I think you have done a lot of progress moving on. So what is next on your agenda to stardom? What is your plan breaking into Hollywood?
Yeah, I'm trying to break into Hollywood. It's a lot of work. It's a completely different game than here. Honestly, here, it's not like I'm really constantly working all the time, but the pond is a lot smaller, so it's actually not so crazy difficult. Like if you're quite good and you are smart, then you can survive. You can definitely survive. Over there, everybody is very, very good. Everybody is very, very hungry, and things like move really fast. So I'm taking a business course, business for actors, that is training me to try and figure out how to handle the Hollywood game. I recently got signed by Zero Gravity, which is they're a production company as well. They created Ozark, the show on Netflix, and like Willem Dafoe is one of their clients, one of their actors. So I'm hoping to, get some good auditions and good connections through my manager from there. And I'm just trying to train and get better at time management and get better at acting so that I can, so I can work with them as well as my thank you, Nicholas, as well as my Australian agent, to try and like just get better at it until I can penetrate. Hopefully I just get something. I just want to get like a few shows that would be enough for me. That would just really be crazy. But yeah, it's really important to me that I try to level up, that I try to like improve and like push further and do something else that's different and more interesting. Yeah. Just keep trying.
Yeah, I think with your dedication and hard work, I think you will be there someday. You know.